Kiara here with Gypsyfae Creations. Thanks for tuning in. I wanted to do a technique like I did with the moon embed soaps that I was making. And one of my videos you might have seen I got a new mold. And it's not the right one. So I was really excited about this guy, and I got it for the $40, which was free because I won something anyway. I got it and it's way too big. It's like almost 3 inches. And this is what I was using. This is a PVC pipe. It's like 2 inches. So I can't find what the right size is that I need in like soap mold form. There's like 1 inch and there's 3 inch, but I haven't found a 2 inch. So if anyone knows where to find a 2 inch one of these, do let me know. But so I'm going back to this PVC pipe method, and we're going to be making a snow globe soap for the holidays. So let's get soap making. So there are 2 steps to this soap, just like the moon soaps that I made. The first part is to make the snow globe embed. The second part is the following day to put that embed inside of the soap mold. So I'm going to mix together my lye solution. There's sodium lactate, there's kaolin clay in here, and there's some buttermilk powders in my oils that I leave at room temperature. I make everything up the night before. I wake up, I soap. It's great. So let's give this a whirl. Alright, that is at a light trace, and I'm going to measure off the soap batter because there's more than what I'm going to need for my moon embed in here, and that's because I have plans for some of this batter. Alright, so I am going to put this to the side and pull my scale over here. And I've got my PVC pipe that I have wrapped up in parchment paper. It is a pain in the butt, but it is the method that I've been using. So, turn on. I'm going to pour off some of this, if I can get my measurements right. There we go. So the first part of it is going to be a blue, and it's going to be this Belize blue from Nurtures. And then I'm going to put some white in there that's going to kind of mimic the snow part of it. And that I'm going to color with some titanium dioxide. Let's start with that. I think I need a little more in here. I don't want it to be too much white. Alright. So titanium dioxide in this guy. The blue in this guy. The fragrance I'm using is from Wholesale Supplies Plus. It is called Alpine Frost. And the notes that are in this, I will read to you. It says, fresh breezes, orchid and ylang dance on top of cypress trees, frosted woods, oak moss, fresh spices reminiscent of the walk in the woods on a snowy December day. And I'm not paying attention here. Oh well. Alright, so let's mix each one of these up. I'm having difficulties. Stick blender decided to stop working. Oh no!
What?
It's not working.
It died on you?
It died on me.
Finally, you sure? Hold on.
Let me run downstairs and get my other one. It's on that thing with all the oils that's on the underneath.
I sure will.
Oh boy.
Look at that, what a day.
You failed me. Alright, pause. Thank you, Soap Assistant. Back to old Trusty here, and I didn't realize how heavy this thing is. And what do these buttons do? There's 2 buttons. Let's pray this one works. Don't remember the last time I used it. Alright, let's start with the white this time. Very nice. Don't look at me like that. Alright, let's pour this into our PVC pipe. I don't know why I have to make such a mess like this. I'll just use the spatula like a real person. There we go. Oh, we gotta add a fragrance. I'm having technical difficulties
You're
here.
having a hard time today, aren't you?
Yes, I am. This is fun. Always, so making always keeps you on your feet.
I think the expression is toes.
Toes, okay, yep, not, okay, I'm just gonna. Alright.
What is in that fragrance?
No vanillin, that's for sure.
There you go.
No discoloration on this guy. Alright, so I'm just gonna mix these in and pour it into my PVC pipe. Add our white. So I used to make a lot of moon soaps. I made one for every season, and I decided that I don't like doing that anymore because I hate this PVC pipe method. And that is the truth of why I am not doing those moon soaps anymore. Eventually, when I find a better method, I think I'm going to try making them every season. But I don't want to do that anymore. Like, I'm done. I'm surprised I'm doing this one. Alright, let's just give this a little mix. And we're going to pour. No mess, no mess. Amazing. Alright, scrape this out. I'm gonna let this sit probably 24 hours until I can get it out of here. And then I'll come back and I'll make the bottom of the soap. So after all that complaining about how I couldn't get it out of the PVC pipes and I hate PVC pipes, I stuck this in the freezer and it just slid out. Now I've done this before and it's never come out that easy. So I don't know if I just got lucky this time or I haven't been lining it correctly, but it slid right out of the PVC pipe. So I've also put on a strip of soap dough on the bottom to make it look like the stand for when I couldn't do it. I have minused that from my total amount of oil, so I know how much of my batter is going to fit in the base and then how much is not going to fit in, and I'll use that for the icing on top. So I'm going to mix in my lye solution into my oils. I'm going to give this a mix and then we're going to split this into 2 different containers. Alright, so I've got all of that just barely mixed up, and I'm going to split this into 2. Into this container, I'm going to put the base. Oh, no, I'm going to put the icing in this one. So let me measure off the top of the soap. That, and into this one I'm going to put some titanium dioxide. It's just mixed with some water. And then into this guy I have a celestial blue mica powder that I'm going to mix in. Squeak. Why do all the doors around here squeak? And I'm going to put in the rest of my fragrance. Split that up in there. Alright, so I'm going to give each one of these a mix, and we'll start pouring into our mold. Alright, so this white I'm going to sit off to the side until it thickens up and it is to the piping consistency for the top of the soap. And then I'm just going to scrape down the sides of this bowl. I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit because I want it to be a little thicker before I go putting that heavy snow globe inside of there and it's sinking to the bottom. So let's give this a few minutes. Alright, so I went ahead and poured in some of the batter into the bottom of this. It has set up. Whoa, I almost dropped the whole thing in there. And I'm going to try to get this in there smoothly and centered like that. So hopefully that I did good on that. I kind of just like dropped it in there. Alright, and then I'll pour in the rest of this batter. And cover that up. I love this color. It is so wintery looking, just like snow. Alright, gonna tap that down, make sure everything gets in where it needs to go. Scrape this out, make sure everything is covered. Give that another whack. And then over here, you can see the batter's thickening up. I'm just going to continue letting this sit until it is pipeable. And then show you the embeds. I've got some soapy gumballs for the top. And then once I cut it, I'm going to have these cute little snowflakes and little snowmen to put on there to make it look like the snow globe. So I'm going to wait for my icing to cooperate. Okay, so all the white icing is in my piping bag, and I'm just going to pipe on the top like that, and then I'll put the little soap gumballs on top of it, and maybe some glitter. So Bradley is in the background.
Hello.
And he is putting together some bookshelves, some IKEA bookshelves, because after all of this time, we finally decided we're going to take the spare room and turn it into like my soap room or craft studio. And I've only been soaping for, I don't know, over a year on a table in a kitchen. And the soap is just taking over the house. The plans are to eventually move within like the next 6 months or so. I've been saying that now for a while, but it's for real. We are working on it. We're just trying to make sure all of our ducks are in a row before we do that. But until then, I'm tired of working on this tiny table in the kitchen and having to run up and down stairs and the house being covered in soap molds and supplies. So the spare room was the office. That was not used for the computer that was in there was never turned on. There was just, it was the cat's room essentially. It was the cat's playroom. That's all it was used for. So we've kicked them out and we've moved them into the basement. And Bradley has sanded the floors and he has put trim up and polyurethane and sanded everything. And stained, yes, that's the word I'm missing. And now we're just getting some bookcases together. And I'm going to organize it all and it's going to be wonderful. I'm so excited to actually have a space dedicated to just soap. It's going to be crazy. I'm not going to know what to do with myself. Having everything in one spot. So I will have to show you guys what it looks like when it's done and organized. So I'm just going to put on the rest of my icing here. And then I'll put the gumball on and we're good to go. What is your opinion on IKEA furniture, Bradley? Is it easy to put together?
No.
No? I mean, I think you've done it pretty quickly.
Yeah, because I've done a lot of IKEA furniture in my life. I think it's decent, you know what I mean? But
It was like $30 for a bookshelf, so I mean.
you can't. That's the thing. You can't really beat it. I mean, $30 for a bookshelf.
I feel like the instructions are foreign. That could be because they are foreign. They're from what, Sweden?
So I'm not sure.
I think IKEA is Swedish, so maybe that's why the instructions are very vague. Alright.
Problem. The only tool you'll ever need in Sweden is an Allen wrench. That's it.
Well,
Come to the world with an Allen wrench.
That's also a plus too, that you don't need like a million tools to put everything together with.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Alright.
It's not always made out of good materials, that's all.
I think
Building it is one thing, transporting it is another.
It'll do.
It'll do.
Alright.
Talk about the cat's pictures, the plates.
No, I didn't get them.
You didn't?
I didn't get them. Oh, look, my gumballs are all off. I'm fixing that. They had these cute little cat plates that had like filigree like around them, and they were made out of, I guess, metal, and they're like plaques, and you would hang them on the wall, and the cats are dressed up in like Victorian looking dresses, and they were really cute. I thought they were really cute, and I went to go get them and I couldn't find them anywhere, and that's because they had sold out of them. I thought maybe I had just bad taste. But no, apparently everyone else does because they sold out of them. It wasn't just me. Alright, I'm going to let this sit for 24 hours. We'll come back and cut it, and we're going to see a little snow globe on the inside. And then I'm going to attach the snowman and snowflake to the inside of them. Cool beans. Are we good?
We are
I'm trying not to stand in the light. Whoa. Let's see. Snow globe?
Looks like snow globe to me.
I should push it back a little bit. I still have to put the other embeds on there, which are going to be like the snowman.
Oh!
Like that.
That's cute.
And then I'll put like a couple snowflakes on there.
Yeah.
Cool beans. Alright, let's cut a couple more. Did you hear the Lightsaber Kitchen Vibrator is broken?
Yes.
I think it got dropped too many times. I did. I dropped it a lot. To be fair, it's not its fault. It is my fault. It is my clumsiness of dropping it too many times.
Yes.
So.
Maybe you have to get you the blue one now.
Oh, it's on my Christmas list. What's on your Christmas list?
Absolutely not.
Well, that is on my Christmas list, so you did guess that one. And I saved the attachment to it so that I can have a red one and a blue one.
Oh, so the attachment is not broken. It's just the engine inside.
Yeah,
of it.
it's like you push go and it doesn't go. Well, that one's pretty. I really like how that little soap dough that I attached to the bottom of it made it look like a stand.
Yeah.
Do you see a crystal ball soap in the future?
Better be.
Yes. I do. Alright, we are soaping in the new room. Well, I'm cutting in the new room anyway. So that's why the lighting's a little different. Setup's a little different as well.
It's also in the middle of the night. So all of this light is fabricated.
Yes, I couldn't help it. I just had to cut it.
Yeah. We haven't quite figured out how to light the room.
Not yet, but we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting
I'm
there.
going to put a little video at the end of
The room?
the room. It's
Oh.
not 100% set up yet.
It's definitely getting there though.
It is. I'm
Whoever
trying.
did these floors is a genius, I'm telling you.
Master of doing the floors.
Yes, most definitely.
You did a good job. Now you can do all the floors. Alright, I'm going to cut one more of these and then I'm going to start putting the embeds on them.
I like how Gypsy's come into this room and then Notices.
and then
Did you notice
realizes
her?
this, yeah, she doesn't belong in here.
She runs.
I kicked her out. It's no longer her room anymore.
They've been so curious about this room, haven't been able to get in.
Nope. Alright, let's get those embeds together. So let's take our little snowman and a little mountain pour and stick them on here. I'm so excited. Let's see. Look at that. It's a snow globe, you guys. Love the soap. Alright, so we got our snowman. And then I'm going to add the snowflakes. Where should I add them? I got some big ones and I got some small ones. What do you think? Should do like one over here, one over there.
Yeah, I think that's perfect. Just like that, kid.
One over here, one over there. Like this. Like that. I'll just put this side.
Gorgeous.
Love it. I only made a few bars of these though. I think I'm going to have to do this again next year
Of course.
and make a whole bunch of them. Maybe all different colors or all different insides. Like a whole line of snow globe soaps.
That'd be cool.
Oh, this is my favorite. Okay.
Wow.
Oh! Let's think.
Awesome.
Does it look like a snow globe or what?
Looks like snow globe to me. I don't know.
Yay. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you want to know when I upload new videos. Any questions or comments, you can leave them in the comment section down below. And until next time, I hope you have a very nice day and smell you later. Yay. So I'll take you on a little soap tour of the room. This is the spare room. It's a little bit tiny, but it works. So starting here, got my desk. I love having a desk. I feel like a grown-up at a desk, even though I have like 2 computers on top of each other. A screen that's not plugged in, and 2 printers. The one on the bottom I haven't figured out how to work yet. I have all my labels in here. And then I have my soap table here. I'm sweeping. See this pretty floor that Bradley has stained and polyurethane. Nice view of the backyard. And this closet is where I keep all of my molds. And I got this shelf from IKEA for $30. I've got my oils on there. And I've got some packaging materials like my boxes. It's not the greatest setup right now, but again, I'm still working on organizing everything in this room. Still don't have everything in here, but it is what it is. Just want to give you a little tour. So then over here I have the table where I pour up a lot of my oils and do a lot of my packaging. In all these little containers I have just leftover soap that I'll use as soap dough. And then down here I have just more packaging materials. There's some like squealies, what I call them. I've got these IKEA bins under here, one for trash and one for recycling. I've labeled them because I will get them confused. In this little box I just keep all kind of goodies like tissue papers and just things to throw in boxes as little treats. This is what the original furniture was in this room. There's a lot of stuff in here from our wedding that I've just decided to keep on these shelves. My plants. Try and fix my picture there. These were even our centerpieces for the wedding. I handmade all of these and just stuck them on some antique books. You guys saw this fairy garden that I've made before. I've had to move all that in because it's getting cold. This piece of furniture here I also got from IKEA. I keep my micas on there, and there's some all natural additives and sprinkles and some melt and pour. Again, I still haven't put everything on the shelf. I've got like handmade magazines from Wholesale Supplies Plus up here, and just some jars to put things like oatmeal and botanicals in. Hey, that's the camera I use because I'm using my phone. This again was the original decorations of what was in this room, and I've just decided to keep them in there. And then I've got a picture of me and my two best friends at my wedding. Love that picture. Yeah, more wedding stuff. There's a flower girl basket, and in that little pouch was our hand fasting rope, and then Bradley's little boot here. Some more antique books that we used as centerpieces. Sorry, I'm showing you guys this stuff. It's just in here for decoration still. And then like all those golden books that I'd got, I still don't know where to put them. A lot of fragrances are there, and my soap cutters. That is a clementine or mandarin. I think it's mandarin tree that I had to bring in again because it's gotten too cold. So that is the soap room for now. I still keep a lot of things down in the basement and upstairs in my other craft room that is just kind of sewing right now. I haven't got that moved down, but I'm so happy to have my own little space here for just making soap and keeping it all in one area for once and out of my kitchen. I was soaping in my kitchen on that table, and all the oils and stuff were in the basement. And now it's all in one place. Yay!